Hello guys, I'm back.
Hello, and good evening, Kibby, or Insane, or how should I refer to you? Your new or old name?
I prefer Kiwi anyway.
Well, Kibby it shall be. So
Rainbow Dash.
that'll do. Anyway, well, what I feared has happened. Turks have complained about the host, DEXTER. Their big signing for the knockout stages of the tournament.
I'm being honest, seriously, I'm a bit nervous about this match. It's one of the best matches of the World Tournament. And I don't know, if YeS AllStars wins this, I don't know what to say.
Well, yes, I've been saying before, I'd probably say that these are the most favoured teams at this stage of the competition left, and it's
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's perhaps a bit of a shame that we're having to see them in the quarterfinal and not a bit later, but
I think so too. I think this would have made a great final match for the tournament, but well.
Of course, it'd be a bit remiss of me to say that if either team wins this, that they'll definitely win. Of course, there's
probably, yeah.
Yeah. But there's a group of specialists that they'll have to get past, and they've shown they can defend very well, especially Fallsby keeping his net safe, so it'll be them to get past for the immediate future of either of these two teams, should either of them win. Then, of course, after that, there will be the winner of 69ers Crew and Deck.
Actually, 69ers is doing very well, in my opinion.
Fantastic to get to the semi-final. They're facing Dream Destroyers, of course. I've got two mainly Czech teams, although Dream Destroyers are representing FM. They've got a change of host.
I actually love to play FS against 69ers because they have a great individual play. They're not playing like every other team, and that's really incredible. I mean, they really deserved to reach this far.
Yeah, I had to say that defending against Wheel Rule was impeccable, especially between Socrates and Herna. Didn't let anything go through. Socrates, I think, I like seeing him in a lot of teams. He does add a little bit of individuality to any team he joins. I think all of that influence comes from playing with players like Madhu Ganero in Socrates and AC Dead people in the earlier days of FM. So brings a little bit of unpredictability to teams in attack, and he's to watch.
Actually, we got Schnupper playing for YeS AllStars. A bit running because Rasmus is not playing.
That is quite interesting. Yep, usually we would expect to see, of course, Rasmo in the starting lineup, but Schnuppel's not a bad player, of course, either. They've got a lot of good chemistry. Have Fritz.
Yeah, they got enough players to play in every position.
Especially talking about those days when Yori Sports wasn't just a team as we see here playing in FM, but a whole league. Route 59, Fritz and Schnuppel were teammates for quite a lot of...
That was a great team, though.
Yeah. Though I should mention the best days of that team came when they had players like CVRK, Keanu, Roman playing at their best.
Oh, that was just incredible time.
Twice winners of the league, and one of those times coming up against the Nerdlux, where they won on the final day. When they had Aguero 10 and Rene playing at his best, so goes to show what a good team there was. And well, Fritz is still such a great player. I think. I don't think he's
definitely. Yeah.
I don't think he's lost any of his touch. Days.
It's like this guy is constantly playing on a high niveau. I mean, this guy is just playing good. He's never playing bad, and that's so good on him, on his skill.
And I think particularly in this day and age, I think he's right up there with. You can make a good case for saying he's the best defensive midfielder playing in Europe right now because he reads the game so well. Right, rarely makes mistakes.
And he has no obviously weaknesses because you can't outplay him easily. It's like you would play against a wall.
Another change of host, so hopefully this will be a bit more acceptable for both teams. Let's see.
We're gonna go to stadium. Actually, very good host.
Yep, fantastic. 100 for abduction and Mullish.
I've never seen a Turkish player on a German host with such a ping. Never.
Yep, usually you see them, expect to see them with 120 at least, but yep, this is very good stuff.
88 on a German server. What the hell?
No way they complain. They can complain, surely.
Definitely.
Oh, I just have to wait for Dexter to join. Fingers crossed.
Just look at my ping. I have a ping of 84, and he has a ping of 88.
Yep, everyone seems top, really. Dexter with the lowest ping out of his team.
I actually got hated by Ron because he said Tonic and Gilbert have a 68 ping on Bobo host. Shout out to him. I actually can't figure out who's the striker on the Turkish team.
Well, last time I saw them, I think it was Mullish who played the furthest forward for them. He was the striker with Pierre being...
Isn't he AM, usually?
No, I think Pierre... Well, actually, Pierre was playing DM then, so...
It's actually very confusing.
Well, I'd expect Mullish to be the striker and Pierre to be the AM in this game anyway. From what I saw when they played Dream Destroyers winning that group. Group E it was. Oh dear, Dexter never change. Wanting Fritz and his team to play in a Bulgarian room.
Surely Bulgarian room. I mean, there's no better host as this. And they want to play on a Bulgarian host. That's so ironic. Looks like they don't want to play on this host.
Well,
I can't understand this because they have a great ping.
Well, as Fritz has forewarned me, it's not necessarily about their own ping, it's often about what their opponents have. So if they've all got 100 and they see YeS Sports AllStars with 68 and 52, then they'll think, oh dear, there's a bit of a gap, we don't like this, so they'd rather play on a room where everyone has 120 or 130 than on where they
A bit egoistic, isn't it?
Pardon?
Egoistic.
Sorry, I can't quite write that down for
No
me.
problem. They really want to change the host. Wow.
Well, I don't remember quite such an ordeal when trying to find a room against Dream Destroyers, but maybe now it's the knockout stage, they're a little bit more picky about it.
I mean, look at their ping. They got a great ping and they still want to change the host. I
Yep.
mean, that's just stupid.
Well, I suppose for those of you who've been following the Champions League for previous editions, again, shouldn't be too surprised. I mean, this is what they tend to do.
And guys, don't forget, buy Red Bull, the best energy drink.
Nah, far too expensive. I mean, why pay an extra euro or half euro? Get Monster instead, man. When you're a student like me, every penny counts. So,
I know this feeling, bro. I know it. Shout out to Ahmed. He told me I should shut the fuck up.
well, at least you're talking a bit more than Ahmed. So he didn't really say much apart from going ooh and ah. I think it's much better to have a more lively co-commentator.
Well, I'm supposed to commentate with Jonilde, but you're great too.
Or Giovanello, he's always good fun. He doesn't scream goal anymore though, so. Oh, there's a change here. We might stay here after all. Jordao instead of Muller, but
this would be so sick. This guy is so skilled.
Well, assuming it is the real Jordao and not them just getting Cranshaw to impersonate for them. Had a couple of tip-offs saying that RQ and you're both going to play. It was too much of an important game for Dexter to lose. Of course, he's won the Champions League 3 times in the past. Maybe looking to be the first player to make it 4. 3 times in a row, 3rd, 4th and 5th edition.
I mean, if you see Dexter and Jordao in one team, in one lineup, you should be scared, definitely. These two guys are so skilled together, with very high individual skill.
How do you think it would compare to Dexter and Doctore in the Salis Beavers teams of the past? Do you think they're as good as those two together, or maybe better, perhaps?
A bit hard to say. I mean, they two were really nice together. But I think they two are as good as this other two guys.
Certainly, if it is true, then Fritz will have, well, definitely his hardest job of the competition so far dealing with them. Ron obviously disagrees with me, he's just poked me saying Insanes has no idea what he's talking about.
I love this guy.
Well, I don't know, perhaps Ron should have a good knowledge of players across Europe. I mean, he has had over 120 play for his team in FM so far, across 4 seasons.
I mean, if you need an expert about players, just ask Ron. He has played with over 120 players on the whole world. Actually, Monster is poking me. He said Ahmed needs emotion lessons from him.
Yeah, watching then. This is
He's
how
throwing
you.
fire on him.
Oh, speaking of watch and learn, they didn't do so well. They didn't do so well in FM this season, did they? Many of you
Well, I
have in
think this
mind.
team is only justifying. Also, I mean, it isn't a competitive squad anymore. In the past, it was full of international players, and now it's a team of friends.
Well, I'm not quite sure if you can call them friends. They do often argue quite a bit.
Well, yeah.
Looks like we
Hulk
might actually
said,
start here.
Ahmed sucks in DM. Shots are fired. Let's start a battle. Ooh.
Yeah, Ron says that's the first time you've actually said something good.
Jebem ti mater, Ron. Jebem ti mater.
Oh dear. Well, you don't have to be Croatian to know what that means if you've played Haxball long enough, I don't think. I should say, HZHR. He asks you, Kivy, why you're mad at him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Have
know.
anything to say to that? No?
Okay, guy. Shout out to you. I love you. I'm not mad at you.
Ah, isn't it nice? We'll all make friends back on there when we're speaking on the stream. We're still just kicking the ball about. No sign of that Bulgarian host that DEXTER supposedly was about to send them.
Honestly, Bulgarian host.
No.
Actually, Ahmed wants me to sit on his dick. Okay, bro. He's honestly gay. "20 minutes over, we still find the host. A bit annoying.
Yep, well, we took half an hour to find a host for the first game, and that was without any Turkish teams, so we might be sitting around a while longer before DEXTER makes his mind up.
A bit racist. Isn't it
Well,
so?
I just say what I see.
You
It
made
wasn't
your own
true.
experience.
Yeah, quite a few experience trying to stream some of these games. Being dragged along. Not just by DEXTER, but by R9. I don't know, maybe it's just the competitive spirit which goes with the Turkish community, rather than anything particularly racist.
I'm getting way too much pokes at the moment.
So it's midnight in most of Western Europe right now, still not begun.
This will take way more time.
Yeah. Maybe that's the tactic, they want to get Kachapupu to start falling asleep by the time they actually play the match.
This would be ridiculous.
A nice message from Monster. He says that please say that Ahmed's mum speaking on the phone would commentate better than him. Oh, here's a link from DEXTER. Just try, he says. And the rest of his team
Let's try
jump out. going to say in perfect drill style, but which was a little bit slow. I'll have to work on that.
Socrates is host.
Why would they do that? Dexter's just found a host that it's geographically a little bit further away from
Actually,
Germany.
the Turks got a worse ping than on the other hosts.
I'm not sure why he tried that.
That's just stupid.
What do you expect?
I don't know. They're playing the mind game.
Or maybe just Dexter hasn't done his geography.
I mean, they got the same ping as in the other hosts. It's definitely mind game, though.
Even slightly worse for Abduction and Pierre. But Dexter's not saying anything about it. Perhaps because Kachapupu also has not great ping, 124.
Shout out to Dav. Best Turkish guy I've ever met. This guy is just funny.
Daft. Daft, more like daft, if you ask me. What's he doing these days? Is he still playing for Mess Squirrel?
I don't know.
I don't think so, actually.
I don't know what they're doing.
Well, Abduction seems eager to play on this, despite the fact he's got 136. Let's wait to see what Dexter says.
Kakapubu got a bad ping.
Yep.
With 120. This is definitely mind game. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, Dexter says they find a play here.
Shout out to Dutch player from Ahmed. I think we're gonna start now.
Oh no.
Looks like. Turkish players with a ping of 140.
So Dexter, having linked Eurosports to this host, now doesn't want to play here. Classic.
I can't see the sense in this move. I mean, they had such a great ping on the other host.
This is getting to be a bit silly now if they don't agree. I mean,
Definitely, yeah. I mean, they gave them the link, and now they didn't want to play. Typical. This is just ridiculous.
At last, we have some movement. Dex is alive. It's like he's got no opportunity. Got no alternative. He'll have to play. Everyone rejoice. We're only 38 minutes left.
Looks like we started now.
We have started. Can you believe it?
Finally.
So, Eurosports in the reds, Brentford in the blue. It's looking to stamp his authority on the game as early as possible. Through over to Crow, and triple comes in. Nicely there.
AllStars already playing aggressive. They want the early goal.
Triple again in that corner as they try to work it around for Crow. Oh, he didn't quite have the angle to shoot. Oh, nice idea there from Fritz.
Nice try.
Exactly. Just displaying the understanding those two players have with each other. Creating that angle for the shot, just blocked though.
Brentford is already under pressure.
Here's Crow, just lets it run. Back for Fritz, nice idea, but didn't quite time his kick perfectly there. Here goes Schnuppel. Again, oh, they've found the gap this time, but that's good goalkeeping there from Kachapupu on his halfway line.
They can't get out of the defense.
Yep, ooh, and a shot from Crow in the end. Bit tame. Fritz is proving very difficult to clear past in these opening stages. Between him and Crow. Forward and back.
Nice double by them.
Oh, a little bit naive there by Crow. Just kick past Fritz there. And despite Kachapupu's attempts to win the wall battle,
He got a high ping of 130.
Yep, not the highest out of everyone at the moment. Actually level with Abduction. Dexter, what can he work here? Oh, almost came for Jordao, it slipped beyond Fritz and Crow there for a second.
What is your prediction, being honest?
Ooh, I think it'll be very close. I mean, Abduction is quite a good keeper and he does well to on his team's offence. Oh, Jordau's there. Oh, wow. Good save. But anyway, I think I'm gonna stay sat on the fence. I think this game will be won by a single goal, but I'm not quite sure by who. It's Schnuppel though.
I would say 2-0 for YeS AllStars.
2-0 for YeS AllStars, so you're a braver man than me.
Oh,
chance,
2 versus 1.
Oh,
nice save.
Yeah, always knew that angle was covered, was Kachapupu. Difficult to defend those 2v1s. Of course, the attack had to be perfect, and they weren't.
It was very close. Oh, again 2 versus 1.
Yep, just again. Throwing it outside was Kachapupu. It's trying to get out of the corner, that's nice stuff, but
nice wall move.
They couldn't get it past Dexter though, but yeah, very nice ball control. Kachapupu will get it on the attack if Abduction wasn't there.
Fritz definitely opened his playbook with his moves.
Here's Fritz again, getting it through with Crow.
Oh, nice block.
And they'll have it in the attack. Crow, just for a second, tried to go through the corner. It wasn't quite his position, but he's back now, looking for the ball in the middle. Oh. Just Very trying to create a gap between him and Dexter, but he's drawn out. Just
Nice try by Jordao.
Happy to test out Cachapupu's positioning, but found it to be impeccable from the Italian. It's again not getting past Pierre and Dexter from there.
Actually, it looks a bit shaky on this AllStars defense.
Yeah, Cachapupu, he's fond of committing quite high up the pitch, and sometimes does look a little bit suspect, but he's been quite alright so far.
I mean, he has a high ping, so we might see a mistake.
Here's Jordao again. Just rolling along the wall there, expecting a wall battle from Fritz, but he doesn't press. Does this time, trying to get it through the middle. A little bit dangerous there since Pierre was waiting for it. Dexter back to Jordao, and Dexter again looking for Pierre, but it's right in front of him. Yeah, to Dexter. And nicely done by Fritz.
He's definitely on fire tonight.
Yeah, there's some good moves. He's not quite found the clearances every time though, but he's in good positions to win the ball off his man in defence. And again, got touch on it and finds the gap this time. Good stuff. And they put pressure on abduction. Oh, that's good by Dexter there.
Oh, nice solved.
Fritz do here. Ooh, just make sure it goes outside. Ooh.
Oh.
Pro was looking a little bit leggy there.
Wow, what a nice move.
Well, you can see sometimes, oh, Crow will surely get it out. No, abduction again.
Aggressive play by him.
Yeah. That's what he does well, as we saw in the game, the group game against Dream Destroyers. He does like to go into those walls.
Shot.
Fritz for Crow.
Actually, Schnuppel is doing very well, because he isn't so active. Because of his university.
Yes, he's been doing well, just picking out the smart moves just to keep the ball in the attack, just getting it into the corner. Oh, Crow now? No, not quite. In fact, I think that almost went in there from one of Schnuppel's rebounds. It was going very quickly, and had it found a different line, might have caused abduction some trouble. Fritz now. Crow, can I get it back round through? Fritz will need a better turn to find Schnuppel. He was in a good position though. Schnuppel looking for Fritz and Crow.
It's already a nice match, definitely.
Yep. I think, this is a chance, or Crow has just gone behind him, I think the ball there. Different angle, he would have had a perfect shot to play.
This combination play is just incredible by YeS AllStars.
Yeah, I think of the two attacks, theirs looks the most fluent. Although,
and Crow.
Oh yeah, is well read though by Pierre and Dexter to block. Crow for Fritz. Again, Dexter just cuts off that return pass. Not this time though. And Crow wants a pause. So almost 8 minutes gone, still scoreless.
Yes, a good ping. Okay, we're continuing.
Yeah, good to see not pause for too long. So Schnuppel will defend this move. Or not. Way back into the striker position. Doing any of that defensive lark he is. Cachapupu always believing.
He's going for the spam and wins it.
Very tough. I'd say one of the strongest spammers in Europe is Cachapupu. Very tough to get past indeed. Oh, Pierre now.
Ooh.
He looked to try and get it across the face of goal, but blocked before he could turn.
And?
Ooh, no, not quite. Fritz was there.
A bit unlucky though.
Oh, Pierre!
And we got a shot.
Good block. Good save there by Catch Poo Poo.
In the counter attack now. Nice try by Schnuppel.
Yeah, Schnuppel just blocking off abductions, clearing lanes. But the best work he's done so far, I think, just being keeping the ball in attack.
Oh, nice play.
Nice idea there. It wasn't quite perfect though, coming back to Crow.
This combination play is just incredible.
Oh dear. Fritz getting a little bit too leery. Had to lift it off and get past his man, but they weren't having any of it. Fritz to Crow. Wide, always going wide from there. Last 30 seconds and Brentford are having to sit out another YeS Sports AllStars attack.
And...
oh. Never know, Fritz might have found the gap on another day. Certainly looking... yeah, they're looking the much more dangerous of the two teams at the end of the half. And Crow, ooh, going for the post. Schnuppel and Crow, oh, they've...
he's going to the corner.
just kicked it back into the corner, yeah. And...
first half's over.
Yep. 0-0 it is after 10 minutes.
What's your opinion about the two teams after one half?
Yeah, I think YeS Sports AllStars definitely look the better of the two teams, though I would say of the two defences, I think actually Brentford's looks a little bit more solid. I think Crow might prove to be a bit of a weak link in YeS Sports AllStars' defence, although that's not to criticise him too much. He's mostly been very good, but...
well, I think he's just going a bit too aggressive. He is not bad on the defense, but he likes to go aggressive and to get the ball, to battle with the DM. Means he's going more risks. So we might see a counter-attack by the Turkish players with a goal, we don't know. But yes, AllStars is clearly dominating.
So we'll just have a nice toilet break there for Crow, so we'll be waiting a minute or so. And off we go. That's a quick one there from Crow. So, we'll have now Brentford, of course, in the red. YeS Sports in the blue. Oh, good touch from Crow just to keep it going.
And I think we have no change in the lineup.
Yep. Both teams happy to continue with the four they started with.
I'm a bit surprised.
Oh, lovely pass from Fritz, and that's a goal.
My goodness. That was just nice.
Yeah, just a subtle little reposition there from Schnuppel, just to change the angle.
The sneaky beaky pass. Or probably it was a shot.
Yeah, well, that was definitely a shot from Schnuppel, but really nice subtle repositioning from him to get the angle. The pass was essentially exactly the same as where it came from, but Schnuppel read it very well. Oh, well, your prediction's still on for 2-0 if they can find another goal, that is, YeS Sports AllStars, but pressure will be on now for Brentford to try and break their opponents down.
They have to take more risks, you know. They can't play like bus parking like Chelsea.
Yeah, we might see a bit more aggression from definitely Pierre and
Hopefully.
DEXTER. Defense. In the first half they were quite conservative, they were happy just to block the passes, stay in the positions. Oh, it was good from DEXTER, but not
what a nice move.
Yes.
That was very close.
Well read though by Catcher Poo Poo. He knew exactly where Jordan was going. Fritz for Crow. Oh, it's good control. He's just trying to get something out of DEXTER, but in the end, he's blocked. His Schnuppel, can he turn?
Nice try. Just miscommunication here, and...
ooh, that was a sharp shot there from Crow, the ball coming to him quite quickly. Off the post though, Crow looking inside Dexter.
They definitely won the second goal now.
Fritz, oh yes, there comes Dexter, charging out to meet him. Fritz, Crow,
And
ooh,
wow.
he went for the shot there. Abduction-wise to it though, covering his top post.
And we got a spam battle between the two DMs.
Dexter, he's changed up his playstyle just a little bit. He's not happy just to block the passes between Fritz and his forwards. He's taking the game to them, so to speak, in his own corner. Looking for those clearances proactively. Oh, goodbye Schnuppel there. Just to get the positioning over Dexter. Schnuppel into the corner. Fritz. Well, waited for Dexter to commit himself again, passing it between him and Schnuppel. Looking for Crow now. Ooh, good block by Pierre. Go for Fritz again, and again.
They have to take more risks now.
Yeah, here
They're
comes
not
Dexter.
rushing.
Oh, this is a good chance if he can get it through. Crow goes for the shot.
Didn't get a pause. The right angle.
I thought he was actually going for the shot for the bottom corner there. He let it run a little bit too far for the pass, for my liking. Oh, Fritz was...
Oh, what a mistake.
Let it go behind him, so I have another chance to attack. Will Brentford.
And as you can see, he's going already aggressive.
Is Jordan.
And nice pass.
Well, oof. Not afraid to go for those shots directly to test out catcher Poo Poo. But again, not falling for that.
Oh, we receive. Not a great gameplay.
Is Fritz looking for Crow? We'll just let it run this time. No need to go for the shots aggressively for your esports at this point.
Ooh. Nice try.
Dexter will get there. Oh, Fritz cut it out, but it almost fell for Pierre there.
Oh,
they just have to
battle.
reorganise themselves. Crow getting caught in no man's land for a bit. He needs to find his position, and he does.
That was actually
nicely
shaky
done.
and Schnuppel.
Schnuppel thought he'd found abduction out of position, but he had that shot blocked. Shall we have the attack, Eurosports?
I mean, it's all okay for YeS AllStars if they can hold the ball in the attack. But if they go to the defense, it's really shaky.
It's nice little turn. Here comes Catcher Poo Poo.
Oh!
Oof, smashing it down the line. I think what he wanted there was an immediate touch from Crow. Didn't quite get it. You're down.
Oh!
Ooh, off the post.
Very unlucky.
Should have had that equaliser there. Just a few pixels different. That shot. The closest they've come. Just under 4.5 minutes left though. And Fritz get this
what
clear.
a nice lift.
These will become all the more crucial every time he gets it away to alleviate the pressure on his team. That's good by Dexter though. Again, Crow just being caught out a little bit, rushing into it. Didn't get too... Oh, that was nice. Yeah, it came to Jordan really sweetly there from Dexter, but he couldn't quite keep the move going. Just as it began to look dangerous. Oh, nice by Fritz. Triple.
With the 1 versus 1.
That's nice, into the corner again.
Oh, what a nice move.
Oh, Dexter now has it.
And the counter attack.
Is Fritz Schnuppel thinking it between Dexter and Pierre there? Oh, Schnuppel! Oh my goodness, that's an own goal. Pierre has hit it into his own net, just like he did against Dream Destroyers. And that's 2-0. And
I
they are
think
really up
this
against
is
it
over
now.
now. I think they won't score a single goal.
Have to hold their nerve now, do YeS, Crow and Fritz.
And he's going already aggressive.
Nice little lift off the wall, but
He wants to score a goal, obviously.
yeah, he wanted to make that 3v2, but he couldn't quite find the pass he needed. He wants a pause
And he
now.
lost the pause. Ping of 130.
2 minutes and 47 to go, and he's just refreshing. 2-0 the score.
Well, actually, if they would have played on the other hosts, I think this would be a look different. Definitely.
Maybe DEXTER's regretting it now.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they played for ping of 140 and they had a ping of 100 on the other host. They're regretting, obviously.
Yep. DEXTER still muttering about Bulgarian hosts.
I would be mad to lose because of a host.
Well, his own choice, so he has no one to blame but himself, really, DEXTER.
It's his fault.
He was saying that he's criticising YeS for being afraid to come to the Bulgarian host.
No one wants to play on a Bulgarian host.
A few choice insults as well from some of the Turks. And we're off again. Katapupu's back and on good ping. With the job almost complete.
Oh.
Fritz for Crow. Just letting it run. Again, that's good smart play from him. Well, oh,
And
that's a goal.
The third goal.
Another
It's
pass
over
from
now.
Fritz. So we're looking for that early clearance.
Turkish players are getting roasted.
Indeed they are. 2 goals for Schnuppel now. Oh, Schnuppel again. Looking for the shot. That wasn't a bad attempt as well.
I might be able to buy a McRoasty in a McDonald's. Oh, what a nice play.
Yep. Won't matter for much now, though. Unless they can find 3 goals in 2 minutes. I don't think it's going to happen. Not with Fritz and DM.
Definitely no. Who is, for your opinion, the MVP of the match?
Ooh, it's a tough one, but either Schnuppel or Fritz, but I've got to say Fritz, really, because of his brilliant control of the match.
I would say the same, definitely.
Yeah. Found the clears when he's needed to, and that excellent pass, really, for the first goal. Richly deserved. And again, for the third one to set up Schnuppel. Goes to show his...
And he's going for the spam battle.
Oh, and again, just goes across short out.
I think he isn't taking it serious anymore.
I'd if I were him, I'd still concentrate. I'd want that clean sheet to my name.
Yeah, of course, but if you see him playing aggressive like this, he knows already it's over. Yeah. So he likes to have a bit fun.
Goes Fritz against DEXTER, and again, just getting the better of him. Here comes Katapupu.
And he's going aggressive again.
Oh, Crow almost found Schnuppel. That could have been a hat-trick for him.
Oh, what a nice
Oh,
move.
it's in. That's 4-0. And he's on the score sheet now as well.
Definitely getting roasted.
Oh, Fritz is going to make a sub. Who's going to come on for the last 23 seconds?
Looks like John is maybe joining. I don't know.
Or Dolan, I think. White.
Oh, wait.
Oh no,
Dogan.
Dexter's already left, so not going to let him. They'll play with 3 players because Dexter washed out.
Best Turkish guys joined now. This guy is just lovely. Come on, let him score a goal. I really want to see White scoring a goal.
Oh, Lee Edson's coming on instead to finish off the game. Dexter's far too scared.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see White joining the other team, I would run away, definitely. I wouldn't even open the browser. I would just close.
Oh, it could
turn
be
off my
5.
PC,
It is!
and 5 goals.
And what a great day for Fritz. A hat-trick of assists for him.
If I see White on the opponent's team, I would just turn off my PC. I wouldn't even try to play against him.
Exactly. Well, he was only on the pitch for 23 seconds, and while he was there, his team scored, so underline that point.
Did he make an assist?
No, that was Fritz's assist, so...
Ah, okay.
Well, he was on the pitch, that's what counts. So, a huge margin of victory at the end. 5-0 for Yuri Sports AllStars, and...
I have to change my mind. White is the MVP of the match, definitely.
Well, it's just a pity he didn't play the whole match then. It could have been an absolute
It wouldn't be
bloodbath.
fair. It wouldn't be fair.
It wouldn't be fair, yeah.
If he would play, this would be like 20-0.
Yeah.
He can't
Setting
destroy
new
it.
records, and we'd never see Dexter play Haxball again.
I mean, he would finish their career, so...
Well, you never know. This has been quite a humiliating day for him, so... It
Wouldn't
might...
be fair. Wouldn't be fair. Okay, in my opinion, White is the MVP. Cooper is a nice goalkeeper. And I think we are finished for today.
Well, thanks for commentating, Kiwi. It's been a pleasure to be with you, and I think for our viewers,
Thanks,
a pleasure
Ren.
to watch as well. And thanks for Mr. P for streaming. We'll see you all next time for the semi-finals. Good night.
Good night.